But if your name is Keith Olbermann, then the answer is, well, Olbermanian. Check it out, outers.
The Republicans and the Tea Partiers will tell you what happens with Scott Brown tonight, whether he wins or comes close, is a repudiation of Obama policies. And surely one of Obama's policies from the viewpoint of his opponents is it's okay to have this sea change in American history, to have an African-American president.
Get it? So Scott Brown won because the super liberal voters of Massachusetts are racist bastards. But wait, there's more.
Maybe not in Massachusetts, but maybe in some places. Their codes, their images, their pickup trucks. You can say there's a racial aspect to it one way or another.
What were the Scott Brown ads, though? Every one of the Scott Brown ads had him in a pickup truck.
That's why I mentioned pickup trucks.
So get it? Scott Brown won because pickup trucks are racist bastards. I had no idea. I bet you're wondering, as the election unfolded like something that unfolded, what was Media Matters up to? Let's take a peek.
Hello, David. Are you busy?
Is this about the mess in the bathroom? That wasn't me.
No, David. It's about the press release you want me to write. I don't think it's a good idea.
Why? Is it too awesome?
You cannot say Fox News caused the earthquake in Haiti in order to get Scott Brown elected.
But it's true. By ignoring global warming, they angered the planet, which led to the earthquake, which provided a diversion, which got Scott Brown elected.
David, you have been watching too much Fox News. Why don't you call some friends?
Friends. Tell me about these things you call friends.
David, a friend is a person who holds feeling of affection for you.
Tell me more.
A friend also gives assistance in times of need.
Does a friend like to apply lotion?
I have to go, David.
Lotion. I need my lotion.
Actually, I spent last night watching, because I think you always have to know what the enemy's thinking, right?
Yeah.
And I watched MSNBC relentlessly. I mean, even at the point where I thought I was going to get up and shoot myself in the head, I stayed on MSNBC. And so I watched Olbermann during all his manic toolness as he was talking about this. And it was stunning to watch he and Maddow and the others and how out of touch they are, and how they still, at this point, believe that somehow the vast majority of Americans think exactly like they do. For a while, I thought it was a shtick, right? I thought it was just something they were doing because of the show. They honestly believe this.
Well, now, to the Gregologue, it's a reindeer of reason. I hate this caller. All right, remember how hilarious the whole teabagging thing was? Those other networks had a field day, and there was no one better at denigrating those silly folks with signs than Rachel Maddow.
Is he not considered a true teabagger by the movement? Mass organized public teabagging. The teabagging of Congress. If he is being teabagged while doing so, the message will be a bit muffled. Teabag Obama, teabag Obama. Eager teabaggers were also turned away when they tried to teabag the Treasury Department without a permit. Teabag Arlen Specter. Teabag John McCain when someone spoiled the teabagging in the park fun by teabagging the White House lawn. Teabagging. We're teabaggers, and you're not, and we're therefore the future.
She got a real kick out of that word. Now, fast forward to last night, where we have a more uproarious footage of Rachel.
We're now hearing, in terms of the United States Senate race here in Massachusetts, that the AP is now projecting that Scott Brown is the winner of the Massachusetts United States Senate race. Again, this is an AP projection. Associated Press now projecting that Scott Brown is the winner of the Massachusetts Senate race to replace the late Ted Kennedy. Again, this is an AP projection. Nora O'Donnell has confirmed that Martha Coakley has called Scott Brown to concede the race.
Sorry, I guess uproarious isn't the right word. Downroarious? Yeah, she's definitely downroarious. Anyway, I might quote Morrissey and say the joke isn't funny anymore, but I'm thinking, no, the party's just getting started. Now, see, this is a time for the Tea Party movement to embrace the teabag moniker, for it's that silly slur that helped amp the angst leading to Scott Brown's huge win. Fact is, the phrase teabag is a profound symbol of the disconnect between elitist jackasses and the rest of America. Every time an MSNBC host snickered about teabagging, it reminded everyone else that the media won't take you seriously if you reject their liberal assumptions. Plus, the media only likes protesters if they look like protesters. Anti-war T-shirt in place, earnest look on your face. Oh, and don't forget the $200 cushioned air bubble jogging shoes. Plus, if you're going to protest, it better be about crap the media cares about. Saving the planet, no nukes, flat mimosas at brunch. But protesting the lefty expansion of government, that just won't cut it. Anyway, Maddow and her ilk learned a key lesson last night, that calling folks teabaggers only helps them teabag you. And if you disagree with me, you're probably not a teabagger. Too bad. Carrie, isn't this kind of an example of what happens when you bully people and then the bullied kids band together and fight back? It's like an after-school special.
It is, indeed, and it's fun to watch, isn't it? But you know what? I think the teabaggers won because at the end of the day, they put it in your face and they shove it down your throat, and that's how you win an election in America.
You are so right.
Oh, you couldn't be more right.
It couldn't be more right. I love the way she describes it, Mike. I
love
do.
the way she laughs.
Yeah.
And everything that,
But isn't it ironic that MSNBC is the network that got teabagged?
You know what? Absolutely. And I got to tell you, Rachel Maddow has never looked more vulnerable and sexy than she did during that moment when she was announcing that Coakley had lost.
It was bad.
It was like death in
It was
her
like the
eyes.
apocalypse had happened. It was like she just finished reading The Road, and she was going to just go crazy. Diana, is administration going to start taking tea parties more seriously?
I think they should. I mean, I know that the Oxford American Dictionary has, at least by putting tea baggers now is the word of the year for 2009. But yes, I think that we will start taking it more seriously. No, that's the Urban Dictionary. That's the Urban Dictionary.
Bill, are there any sex terms that are going to come in?
It's been my word of the year for a long time.
Will you marry me? Why am I not in L.A.?
I don't know.
I'm leaving all of you people for Kerry. Hey, Bill, are there any other sex terms that we can look forward to invigorating or reinvigorating the political language?
If they do, they'll have more to do with brown than anything. I don't even know what that means.
I do.
I had 2 points. One on the tape that we just watched. Maddow in a turtleneck. Is she not the splitting image of a younger George Steinbrenner with the turtleneck? I think that she was a little bit. They both looked very jaunty. Yeah. And the other thing is, if there's one person in America who should not be talking about teabagging and mentioning it over and over, it's Rachel Maddow. And as her off-the-record girlfriend, I can guarantee that, Greg.
She looks a little bit like Scott Baio, don't you?
All right.
A little bit, yeah.
Stop making fun of her. Okay.
Keith Olbermann. Can someone let Keith Olbermann know that just 14 months ago, the racist voters of Massachusetts picked Obama over McCain by 26 points?
Mm-hmm. You just did.
All right. I'm just trying to figure out how a state that voted for Obama by 26 points can then vote to repudiate the idea that it's okay to have a black president.
It's a very good point.
I can't figure it out.
I can't either.
Also, Greg, note what Olbermann does here. He says that one of Obama's policies is that it's okay to have an African-American president, which means that if you oppose Obama's policies, you oppose the idea that it's okay to have an African-American president.
Yeah.
Also, if you float, you're a witch.
Never understood that.
No, it makes sense.
Because then if you drown, you're not a witch, but you're dead.
Exactly. Yep. Gregolog, the Tea Party stuff. I've actually come up with a good word for people who think teabagger is clever. Douchebaggers.
Nice.
Carrie, shame on you for pretty much everything you said in this segment, I think. Also, I'll be
very much.
I'll be in LA very, very soon.
And unmarried.
Exactly.
So you decide who's more attractive.
You know what? I'll let it go. Yeah. Greg, you said Maddow and her ilk learned a key lesson last night that calling folks teabaggers only helps them teabag you. To be fair, I don't think anyone's teabagging Maddow.
No. Terrible.
It's not terrible. Good for her.
Yes. There you go.
Yep. Let's see.
Is it really good for her, Andy? Is it?
Absolutely. Why not?
Andy doesn't care about their needs. I am going to do care. And I will be in LA later on this week. Just throwing it out there.
Everybody's going to LA.
You can show me how it's done right.
I think about you.
Stop this.
Terry, I'll be in LA.
Andy, control your segment.
I think because of all of you, I'm now done with all of this stuff unread. I think I'll post it on my blog. Stuff I didn't get to say on the show because other people are jerks.com.